Hello, and Thursday night, 10 o'clock. So we're going to do the quiz, sports quiz this week. I've got 10 questions. They are on 10 different sports. So we'll give it a couple of minutes here and then I'll get started with the quiz. So there's cricket, there's rugby league, athletics, baseball, golf, tennis, boxing, American football, Formula One, and rugby union in the quiz. So I'll ask the questions. There's 3 options for each of them. I'll be asking them, and I'll also go along the bottom of the screen, just down around here on your screen. So you'll be able to read the questions as well. So we'll get started then with the first question. So England won the 2019 Cricket World Cup, but which country did they beat in the final on boundary count after the teams had tied the game? Was it Australia? Was it New Zealand? Or was it India? So that's England won the 2019 Cricket World Cup, but which country did they beat in the final on boundary count after the teams had tied the game? Was it Australia? Was it New Zealand? Was it India? So question 2. Which team won Rugby League's Challenge Cup on the 17th of October? Was it Leeds Rhinos? Was it Salford Red Devils? Was it Wigan Warriors? So that's which team won Rugby League's Challenge Cup on the 17th of October? Leeds Rhinos, Salford Red Devils, or Wigan Warriors? You can obviously put in the comments, if you've got an answer, you think you know an answer. Obviously, try and get some activity, some interactive activity going on. So, question 3. The 100-meter winner at the 2019 World Athletics Championships received a 2-year ban this week for missing 3 drugs tests in a year. Who is he? Is it Christian Coleman, Andre de Grasse, or Justin Gatlin? So that's the 100-meter winner at the 2019 World Athletics Championships received a 2-year ban this week for missing 3 drugs tests in a year. Who is he? Was it Christian Coleman? Was it Andre de Grasse? Or was it Justin Gatlin? Question 4. Who are the current World Series baseball champions? Is it the Tampa Bay Rays? Is it the Boston Red Sox? Or is it the Los Angeles Dodgers? That's who are the current World Series baseball champions? Is it the Tampa Bay Rays, the Boston Red Sox, or the Los Angeles Dodgers? Question 5. When Europe won the 2018 Ryder Cup, who was the team captain? Was it Thomas Bjorn, Darren Clarke, or Padraig Harrington? That's when Europe won the 2018 Ryder Cup, who was the team captain? Was it Thomas Bjorn, Darren Clarke, or Padraig Harrington? Question 6. Who is currently ranked as the world's #1 female tennis player? Is it Naomi Osaka, Simona Halep, or Ashley Barty? That's who is currently ranked as the world's #1 female tennis player. Is it Naomi Osaka, Simona Halep, or Ashley Barty? Question 7. Which British heavyweight is Alexander Usyk scheduled to fight on Saturday night? Is it David Allen, Derek Chisora, or Dillian Whyte? That's which British heavyweight is Alexander Usyk scheduled to fight on Saturday night? Is it David Allen, Derek Chisora, or Dillian Whyte? For which NFL franchise does Russell Wilson play quarterback? Is it the Atlanta Falcons, the New Orleans Saints, or the Seattle Seahawks? For which NFL franchise does Russell Wilson play quarterback? Is it the Atlanta Falcons, the New Orleans Saints, or the Seattle Seahawks? Question 9. Lewis Hamilton passed Michael Schumacher on the list of Formula One race wins this week, but who is in third place? Is it Ayrton Senna? Is it Sebastian Vettel? Or is it Alain Prost? That's Lewis Hamilton passed Michael Schumacher on the list of F1 race wins this week, but who is in third place? Is it Ayrton Senna, Sebastian Vettel, or Alain Prost? And finally, question 10. Heading into the final week of Six Nations matches, who are currently top of the table? Is it England? Is it France? Or is it Ireland? Heading into the final week of Six Nations matches, who are currently top of the table? Is it England? Is it France? Or is it Ireland? So that is your 10 questions. I'll give you an opportunity there just to take a few seconds, and then we'll go back over them and read out the answers this time round. So again, as I said, feel free, obviously, to hit something up there in the comments. It'd be interesting to see, how people go on with the quiz. Some questions quite hard. Some questions are straightforward. They're probably all questions that, if you're a keen follower of that sport, it's an easy question for you. But probably the hard thing is to have that sort of minimal kind of level of knowledge of all 10 of the sports. Do you know what I mean? So it's probably hard to get all 10, because there'll probably be one of the sports that you maybe just do not follow, just have no interest in. Whereas some of the other ones, if it's a sport that you're into, you probably do quite well and get that question no problem. So I'll go back over the questions and give the answers out this time. So question 1 was, England won the 2019 Cricket World Cup, but which country did they beat in the final on boundary count after the teams had tied the game? Was it A, Australia, B, New Zealand, or C, India? The answer was New Zealand. I remember it was quite, England were the hosts, so it was quite a thrilling game. I think the teams ended drawn after the normal sort of 50 overs, and then it went to a super over, and they were tied again, but England won based on the amount of boundaries they had. So the answer was New Zealand. Question 2, which team won Rugby League's Challenge Cup on the 17th of October? So it was almost 2 weeks ago now. The answers were Leeds Rhinos, Salford Red Devils, or Wigan Warriors. The answer was A, Leeds Rhinos. They won, I think it was the Salford Red Devils they beat in the final. Question 3. The 100-meter winner at the 2019 World Athletics Championships received a 2-year ban this week for missing 3 drugs tests in a year. Who is he? Christian Coleman, Andre De Grasse, or Justin Gatlin? The answer is A, Christian Coleman. I think whatever the rule is, I think he's 2-year ban. Definitely he's going to miss obviously the next Olympics pending appeals and stuff. Seems like a big price that he's paying for. Well, obviously, he hasn't failed the drugs test, but he didn't adhere to the specific rules. So, question 4. Who are the current World Series baseball champions? Tampa Bay Rays, Boston Red Sox, or the LA Dodgers? The Tampa Bay Rays got to the World Series, but they lost in 6 games, 4-2 against the Los Angeles Dodgers. So the answer is C, Los Angeles Dodgers. 5. When Europe won the 2018 Ryder Cup, who was the team captain? Was it Thomas Bjorn, Darren Clarke, or Padraig Harrington? The answer is A, Thomas Bjorn. Darren Clarke was the captain in 2016, and Harrington was scheduled to be the captain this year, but obviously COVID put paid to that. So Harrington has ended up, he's going to be doing it next year, 2021. So, who is currently ranked as the world's #1 female tennis player? Is it Naomi Osaka, is it Simona Halep, or is it Ashley Barty? The answer is C, Ashley Barty. I believe those 3 are the top 3 ranked players, but Barty is currently #1. Question 7. Which British heavyweight is Alexander Usyk scheduled to fight on Saturday night? Is it Dave Allen? Is it Derek Chisora? Is it Dillian Whyte? The answer is B. It's Del Boy Derek Chisora. Should be an intriguing fight. Usyk's obviously, technically one of the best boxers in the world, but having moved up from the cruiserweights, he doesn't have a huge size at heavyweight, so it'll be interesting to see, how he competes against someone the size of Chisora. So certainly one that's going to be no doubt worth watching. Question 8. For which NFL franchise does Russell Wilson play quarterback? Is it the Atlanta Falcons? Is it the New Orleans Saints? Or is it the Seattle Seahawks? The answer is C, the Seattle Seahawks. Just a wee shout out to my daughter who's playing along upstairs, and see if we can get her answers up. There's her answers. There's what she's put in so far. She's commenting. So she's put she got 1, 2, 3. She's got 4 right so far, I think, and then 7 and 8. So she's got 5 right. 5 out of 8. Yeah, that's not bad. Good girly fit. So moving back on then, question 9. Lewis Hamilton passed Michael Schumacher on the list of F1 race wins this week, but who's in 3rd place? Is it Senna? Is it Vettel? Is it Prost? The answer is B, Sebastian Vettel. Yeah, so Vettel has took over Senna and Prost, who are, I believe, 4th and 5th in the rankings. But Hamilton obviously took over Schumacher at the weekend. So, final question. Heading into the final week of Six Nations matches, who are currently top of the table? Is it England? Is it France? Is it Ireland? The answer is C, Ireland. So Ireland beat Italy last weekend to go top of the table. They play France this weekend. I think it's in Paris, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it's in Paris. And if Ireland win with a bonus point, they can win the title, obviously. But there's still obviously a chance in that if France win, they can win, and if England win, they'll probably be expected to get a bonus point against Italy, which would mean, I believe, that England could win it. So there's still a lot to be played for in that competition. So let's see then. Let's see. There's back to Arifa. At least somebody loves her old daddy anyway. She got 5 out of 10, so she done quite well. Ultimately, I would doubt she doesn't watch a lot of sport, so I would say most of them's guesses, and with the law of averages, you're looking at 3 and a bit out of 10 with the 3 answers. So she done well, 5 out of 10. Well done, Aoife. So if anybody else that wants to post their scores, feel free to do so. Obviously, once again, I'll be back next week with another quiz. It'll be a football quiz next Thursday night. So we'll be back with that. There'll be no doubt loads more content over the weekend. I don't really have specifics planned yet. But I'll probably be watching a few games and stuff, some football games, and I'll no doubt have something to say at some point. So feel free to watch the videos. You can obviously watch these back. They're all kept on and recorded on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. So would love it if you can hit like the like button, the follow button, or the subscribe button on YouTube. It's always good to get new followers and stuff, and get some feedback on what we're doing. So that's all I have time for now. Aoife's still typing away in the comments here. Apparently she wants, please do one on golf or something. So I have no idea. I'm going to go upstairs now and I'm going to ask her if she can tell me the name of a single golfer. It'll be interesting to see. But anyway, for now, thanks for watching, and I'll be back over the weekend with more quizzes and with more videos. So thanks for watching and take care.